What's up? What's up, guys? It's your boy Boogie. I'm back again with another live stream. Shout out to you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Uh, do me a favor as you're just coming in, like the video. Hope your week has started off well. You know what's going on. I'm back here with more dating news for you guys, right? So, for those of you who are always asking Boogie, why you talk about relationships? Why you always talk about dating? Why don't you talk about something else? Guess what? If you're breathing, if you're watching this right now, two people had to meet. They had to be in a relationship of some sort. I don't care if it was a one night stand. I don't care if it was a marriage. I don't care if it was a hookup. I don't care if it was a train. I don't care if it was a, threesome, whatever happened. They were dating, they were in a relationship in some fashion. They had sex, and you were born. So guess what? Everything revolves around relationships and money. So for now, I choose to talk about relationships. Maybe in the future, I'll talk about money. So welcome. Like the video, support your boy. We're gonna get into it. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me, and then we'll get into it. Okay. All right, you guys can hear me. So like the video. I'm just gonna start. I'm not gonna wait. So I'm just gonna start so we can cook. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it.
That we like, so I had divorced him because of the domestic violence. And then 2 years after that we had divorced, and I was getting nothing from child support. 2 years after that, he's a principal solutions architect at Amazon, was doing $250K easy.
And he wasn't paying you. So what happened then?
So then I decided to date other people.
Okay.
And move on with my life, and then not try.
You didn't take him to court
for
child support?
Child support? No.
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 No. So why do they blame you then?
Could it be that there was history of trauma that he had?
Why do they blame you though?
Because, oh yes, so okay, there was a text message the morning of the fateful day that said, you don't have cancer, you are the cancer.
Who doesn't have cancer?
My ex-husband.
So you said that he didn't have cancer, he was the cancer?
Yes.
Oh. And so his family, his family believes that you were a contributing factor to his death, the guy that you said was an interchangeable widget along with anybody else who was around when he was going down on you.
She's lying.
The day of his death, you called him a cancer.
Wait, did he have cancer?
He stated that he did to his family and his friends.
But you said he didn't. Did he?
He did not.
Oh, but you stated that he was the cancer.
Lying. But I said mean things.
Did you say anything else to him the fateful day?
That was it.
No. And then the day before that, did you say anything mean?
Not to that degree, no.
But you still said other mean things?
I wouldn't. No, I didn't speak to him that way.
No, so, it sounds like his family has pretty good cause to think you might have been a contributing factor. So then he suicided by cop. How do they know he suicided by cop? How do they know that it was suicide?
Because when...
Did he leave a note?
There was no note. He called a bunch of people and said that his daughter would, that he thinks that this is the best choice because he thinks his daughter would be better off without him.
Oh, and who would his daughter be better off with?
Not anybody.
Oh.
He is irreplaceable in that sense. He is irreplaceable.
So the day that this guy calls all of his friends and leaves a verbal diary behind that he's going to kill himself happened to be the day that you said that he was a cancer.
She caused it.
I think that we are overlooking the mental health aspect of this.
Well, if you thought he was, hang on, if you thought he was mentally ill, why would you say shit like that to him?
Exactly.
I didn't know that he was that. mentally ill.
Oh, really? The guy who
So
pointed
now
a
you
gun
know.
at you. You didn't know he was that mentally ill, yeah? Interesting.
I didn't know that.
I know that really it's usually mentally stable men who point guns at their wives in front of their infants.
Like I had divorced him for a specific reason of the firearm charge, and then after that,
Doesn't
I
sound like a
wanted-
stable man. I don't know why you would send him a message calling him a cancer.
He was going through a lot. Well, he was like
He was going through a
he was
lot.
Going
So he was going through a lot, and you decided, let me make it worse. Do you guys know how many men are in jail because of things women said? I'm not saying it takes accountability away from men, but I'm just saying, do you know how many guys have lost their lives because a woman told them to go do something? Ladies, your words have power. If a man won't listen to another man, there's one thing he's going to do. He's going to listen to his woman. Every man is going to listen to the woman he sleeps next to. So ladies, be careful the things you say to your husbands. Now, I know y'all don't care because you're strong, you're independent, but this woman clearly, obviously I wasn't there, but whatever she said led to the end of that man's life.
through a lot.
And then you triggered the breaking point
And
and
I
he fucking
triggered,
killed himself,
like,
right? Like that's
perhaps-
This is unbelievable.
well, it is unbelievable.
No,
It's
on your
unbelievable. It's unbelievable that I have to draw the details out and it's being evasive when it's very clear
It
that
is not
there was some
very clear.
shit
This
that
was
happened
not your
here.
fault.
How the fuck do you know?
What do you mean? Well, from what she's told us.
And what
that's-
she's told us is that she drove the guy to
She's
fucking
lying.
kill himself.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did.
People don't decide to kill themselves over one.
No,
instance in
because
their
what
life when
she's
someone isn't good to
describing,
them.
what she's describing, ladies, a pattern of behavior.
I've
She
had-
said I was mean a couple days before, mean a couple days
I've had
before. The
people
whole
treat me
family
so
blames
much
her.
worse.
The whole family blames her.
No, yeah, because people
Yeah,
need someone
it's-
to blame.
yeah,
Yeah,
know,
because
there's no-
every time a relationship ends, the woman is always the victim. But in this one case where she said something on the same day the guy took his life, this is the only one time where we can see that we can, just from that moment alone, we can try to walk back and see how she used to treat the man. Because nobody can tell me she only said mean things to him just only the day he deleted his life, ended his life. I can guarantee you she was abusive verbally towards him the whole time during the relationship. And the only reason women really can be abusive using mean words to men is because they know the man loves me, so everything I say, he's going to take it to heart. That's why men don't want to open up, because they know at some point the woman is going to use everything you tell her against you.
Reason she just called him a fucking
No, I'm
cancer
sorry.
the day he happened to kill himself.
I have had people treat me
Yeah,
so much
whatever.
worse than
I
that.
don't
You're not
care.
a man, and your value of yourself is not you providing for your family and being a father and being a husband. Like a lot of men have this like sense of purpose in their life.
And I'm sorry if they choose
That's
to kill
crazy.
themselves over the fact that they treated someone poorly,
Wow.
therefore they
don't
retaliated,
care.
then
No,
that
it's-
is their own fault.
It's really
Wow.
funny how quickly the sisterhood comes into effect.
No, it's not sisterhood.
Why-
It's
did
common fucking
Did
sense.
you ever think that perhaps a person who felt responsible might do their best to be evasive about the details of things? Because
No, I
hang
think-
on, stop. Let me finish.
All right,
And then you can respond.
go on.
That the details of the things, if we had the totality of them, may look very bad for them if they gave them to us. And so that's why they're particularly evasive when you ask them specific questions about circumstances. Doesn't that stand to reason? Or hang on, or do I sound like an unreasonable lunatic to you right now?
I can understand if that were the circumstance,
Good.
but that's
Then
not the
why don't
circumstance.
you let me finish the interrogation before you weigh in then?
Okay,
Yeah,
go
great.
on.
Great.
It's just a sisterhood. She wants to protect this woman. But let's reverse the roles. If this woman was the man, the husband, who said something mean to the wife before she ended her life, this woman would be going against the man. How dare you talk to her like that? You're the reason she ended her life. But now we have a situation where a woman said some mean things to a man and led him to end his life. And now we have the sisterhood, the feminists, supporting each other. Imagine it was the man who said something mean on the day the wife took his life, took her life. These women wouldn't be supporting the man. They would be like, you're the reason. They would be like dissenter men. Men, are always the ones who lead to a woman's death and things like that.
So-
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, great. So, well, it doesn't sound like it's much of a loss. She said that he could have been anyone. What did she lose?
Just because you don't want to be in a romantic relationship with someone who abused you doesn't mean that you don't value them. Because he lied about having cancer.
How do you know that?
What do you do?
Because she says so.
If she is lying, then that is going to weigh on her conscience. But it doesn't benefit anyone here to try and call her a liar. I don't think you're lying.
Instantly dive in on the sisterhood without having any of the facts.
If she were a man, I would be saying the same shit.
Without having any of the facts, as I'm trying to get the facts. You could just wait till we got the facts and then made the assessment judgment. You couldn't help yourself. Had to come in on the sisterhood.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself.
Fucking help it.
I couldn't help myself because this is an insane way to treat a person.
How did I treat her?
What you're accusing her of lying on something that you don't know anything.
He's not accusing her. He's trying to ask her questions, logical questions, to see if she's telling the truth. But for you to just believe everything she said and you've never been in her life is crazy. You need to ask questions. You don't just believe her just because she's a woman who's playing victim.
You are. She's been through something horrific.
You made the establishment first and made me. You demanded that I give you an assessment based on what I heard I did. You didn't even let me finish. You didn't even let me finish the questioning because you were so butthurt that she was giving details about something she could be responsible for.
No, you are accusing her of something. I'm not mad that you're asking her questions, but I am mad that you're accusing her of something. I don't
care what you're. I didn't listen. Based on only what I've heard, you asked for my assessment. I gave it.
And you're more than welcome to, and I'm allowed to disagree, and I'm allowed to feel however I feel on that. Can you at least wait until
we get the details?
Sure.
Great. So anyway, back to this. What else did you say to this guy over the previous 3 weeks? Was there massive fights going on? What was going on?
There's no massive fights. He was going in, out of rehab. So he was struggling with.
What was he going in and out of rehab for?
With alcohol.
Oh. So he's going in rehab. He was struggling. Why did you call him a cancer that day?
I said, you don't have cancer. You are the cancer.
Yeah. Why did you say that, though? What did he do?
Because she's mean. She doesn't care.
He was not supporting our daughter, not supporting our daughter.
So he wasn't giving you money?
Mind you, she's just telling her side of the story. Now, it's too bad the guy already ended his life, so we can never really know his side of the story. But what we can learn from this is it's her side of the story, and the women already believe her. The man is trying to ask these different questions to try to get to the truth as much as possible, but the women already believe her, and she's a victim. Yet she's one of the reasons the husband ended his life.
I wasn't getting anything, and I was having her the 100% of the time.
So why this guy's going so why this guy's going to rehab, and trying to kick alcohol, which is one of the worst addictions on planet Earth, and it can kill you. Actually, if you cold turkey from alcohol, it'll fucking kill you. Because you weren't getting any money from him, you called him a cancer.
So it was all about the money.
Is that right?
Look at her. She's gonna lie. Look.
I think that it was not like directly as response to that. He had said something degenerate towards me, and we were bickering, and that's when I had.
It goes back to he did it, so that's why I did it. It's not even, you know what, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said nothing. It was the wrong time. I was mean to him. No accountability. It always goes back to he did say something to me, and that's why I did ABCD. But if a man does the same thing, that I called her this, I did this to her because she did this to me, somebody's gonna say, why don't you take accountability? It doesn't make it right, right? But she's going, instead of just take accountability. The guy is dead. The one thing you can do is be like, you know what? I was wrong. I shouldn't have said it. That's all.
He's going through rehab.
Yeah.
Said something to me. What did he say?
I think I don't recall the exact details.
She's lying.
Well, it must not have been that important.
Yeah.
Perhaps it was something that I had snapped at him for. That I was sick and tired of the lies because I didn't know what was what was our reality together.
Now, I never met you before. I didn't know anything about your story, your tale. I've never seen anything, but there was a reason that I guessed it was a suicide. What reason do you think that I guessed that and was basically right? What reason would I have to believe, just as a guess, and it was an easy one, that this guy committed suicide?
That I initiated the divorce?
No.
I'm not sure.
Well, I'll just tell you my assessment, just from like having talked with you for so I talked to thousands of women, right? But my guess, and you can tell me if I'm way off base, but have you been diagnosed with mental illnesses yourself?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No.
None?
Yeah, so if you've never been diagnosed, how did you know that your husband had mental health issues? Isn't that funny how so many women walk around and they're psychologists? They say men are suffering from mental health issues, mental health, and they need to see therapists. But for some reason, themselves, they're not psychologists. They're like, they didn't go to school for that, but they diagnose men everywhere.
No.
You take no psychotropic drugs?
I do not.
You take nothing?
No.
Okay. Well, then I'm wrong.
She's lying.
I was right in the assessment on the suicide. Just saying. I'll leave it there.
Well, consider that men's suicide rates have just gone up.
Usually they go up because they're like veterans or they're homeless. Sometimes it's directly contributed because they're addicts, but oftentimes it's when they're addicts and they're going through a divorce and there's a lot of demands being placed on them while they're trying to get their shit together. That's where we get the contributions to these suicides.
And you can put the entire argument on me, but
I'm not putting the entire argument on you. I'm just pointing out that there's certain reasons why I assumed that this was a suicide was right.
Highfalutin aura where you think that it has to be due to my
he's dead and you ain't
bipolar. You think I'm schizophrenic?
Nope, I don't know what the diagnosis is.
What's been your anecdotal expertise on it?
Anecdotal is right. So it's just like
guys.
When you have like elongated speech with people, you start to realize certain patterns of how people talk, and especially if you talk to different sexes, when they display mental illness with men, that it's usually aggressive. Almost every single time I've seen it. They snap, they do things like this, and you can pull it out of them pretty quick. With women, it's usually you can see it usually when they can't collect their thoughts, they can't make coherent sentences, they become easily distracted, things like this. Usually that's a sign of things like, I don't know, like BPD and other, just a shot in the dark, you know what I mean? But that's just been my experience. It just didn't surprise me that the second you said that he was giving you cunnilingus and you said that he could have been anybody, I had a gut feeling he died by suicide. I just had a gut feeling.
So because I was feeling unhappy in the marriage, I chose to leave a marriage that was a threat to my daughter and I. After
they always claim I was in fear of my life, I was unhappy, I was this and that, yet they take the same guy to court. Like, if I fear you, like I'm really in fear of my life around you, the last thing I want is anything to do with you. So I don't want your money. I don't want you around me. I don't want nothing from you. But they claim this guy was abusive. I was in fear of my life. I was not happy. For some reason, they all claim they're not happy, right? They're never happy. And then they take that some guy to family court to get child support, to get alimony. But I mean, if you hate me that much, you should hate everything about me. You shouldn't want my money. You shouldn't want anything from me. Isn't that funny? They hate the guy so much. They divorce him, but they don't hate him enough to not want to take his money. That's crazy.
I said some words that I was just, I was kind of, I mean, we can sit here and be pedantic on this, but the fact of the matter is you don't know the whole story. You don't know what he went through when he was an adolescent.
But I did guess that he committed suicide correctly, didn't I?
The essays he had to undergo through as a little boy. It's the people's lives.
That's exactly what you say to a guy who's experienced SA and was an alcoholic and had all kinds of anxiety. He's a fucking cancer the day he died.
He has family. He has 3 other brothers. He's got sisters. It's like you put all of it on me.
Do all of them blame you?
Yeah, because you're the wife. The sisters, the brothers were not sleeping in the same bed with him. So if you knew this guy had all these issues when he was a kid and he was vulnerable enough to open up to you about all these things he went through, but you're still mean to him to the extent that he took his own life. That doesn't make any sense. So if you cared so much about his trauma, his past trauma as a kid, the essay he went through, all the issues he had to go through when he was a kid, and you cared so much, why were you saying mean things to your husband until he had to take his own life? Now you're trying to play the victim. This is crazy. Everything the way she's acting right now, she's trying to paint herself like she was this good wife and he was just a bad guy. That's why, guys, before you open up to a woman, just know if it's not your mother, just know there's a 99.9% chance the way you open up to her, being vulnerable, everything you tell her, one day she may use it against you. Unfortunately, it's the truth. So before you open up to a woman, think about it. When the day comes and she has to use this against me, right? Will I be okay with it? If you're okay with it, go ahead and open up. Tell her every secret. Tell her everything about you. But until the day, just know you could be this guy. But anyway, shout out to Whatever Podcast. Let me do the next video. Shout out to you guys who are in the chat. Like the video, support your boy. If you like the video, apparently YouTube lets know other people that we are in here cooking. So do me a favor and like the video, please. Support your boy. I really appreciate that. Let's go to the next video. Let's go. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. We're going to go all the way to Lapif, okay? So shout out to you guys in the chat. Like the video. Let's go. Let's cook. Let's cook, man.
Don't discredit the chat because the chat will tell unfiltered opinions because they're behind a filter. So that would prove our point that the majority of men are dangerous. This chat, crazy. I was at least saying maybe they're just being inflammatory because they can hide it. But if you're saying we should take it as gospel, that doesn't help the case of men being safe at all, right? So let's just kind of pause that there. It does not help it. And then the next part where you said, if a woman is more likely to be truthful or people are more likely to be truthful in a chat, and then you conversely said, when you interviewed women, they said these things. So that would mean that now my face is on a frame. You can track me. Yeah, I am going to put on a show. So why don't you listen to the comment sections of the women that's on Prison Talk saying, yeah, I'll be with a prisoner. I'll be with whoever. Like there's women all over proclaiming that they want to be picked by whoever. A mailman, a busboy, the guy in prison who I got to put money on his books. Like anybody, please pick me, anybody. Like there are women like begging y'all to pick them, and y'all do not pay attention to these women. I keep telling you, find them, make a group chat, like come together, like find each other, because I swear they are out there. They are here for you.
Where?
We're comparing. We're making a we're drawing a parallel between average men and prisoners.
I don't think she was finished, y'all.
Go ahead.
She was just saying the women who happy with you. I agree.
What I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. I'm here for the cause.
I'll take a prisoner.
One second, Sweeney. I'm
let
trying
her
to
finish. But yeah.
In your venture, I'm a problem solver. Y'all be like, what's the solution? I'm here with the solutions. Okay, I can help. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So when you kind of speak about this is the certain kind of guy that's bartering all these women don't want the regular guy. Yes, they do.
They don't.
There's plenty of women who just want a regular guy who's just going to do the right thing.
Okay, when do they want it? After 3 baby daddies? After 3 kids? Or do they want him when they're 21, 25? I'm okay. Let's say women want regular guys. When do they want it? After a couple kids? After 45? After age 45? When they've had their summer girl fun and they're tired and they're ready to settle down? When do they want the regular guy? Or when they can't get the rich guy? Oh, okay, I see.
The problem is that regular guys are hampered by ego.
How?
Because when they are failing under the patriarchy, they need something to make them feel like a man. And oftentimes the thing that makes them feel like a man, DV rates increase in a lower income household where the man is the breadwinner.
So how come lesbian relationships have the highest DV rates? I mean, you're saying it's all about the money, right? Then how come when a woman dates another woman, those relationships have the highest DV rates? Is she going to talk about that? Of course not. So now she's saying relationships with the average men have the highest DV rates.
You think about police officers, the protectors and servers, self-identified DVers at 40%. Self-identified. That means the ones who don't admit it, it could be higher. These are the people who protect and serve, military service members. These are regular blue-collared men. There is something about when you are a man who is not necessarily succeeding under the patriarchy that you feel the need to subjugate a woman. So what I am trying to say is, let's make it very clear. Women are not asking for these high-end guys to hurt them, because the poor ones are hurting them too. The poor ones, the jobless ones, the felons, the whoever, they're doing the same things. What women are saying is, hey, you know what? When they say things like, I'd rather cry in a Bentley than a Honda, that's what they mean. It means if both of them are going to hurt me, I'd rather be with the one who has the money rather than be with poor and hurt. It is not saying I'd choose a rich a-hole over a very kind, sweet man who's an average earner.
Yes, they are.
Because most often women do choose the kind, sweet man who's an average earner, but the average earner is looking at the dude on TV saying, why can't I have the 7 women he has? So I'm going to go ahead and treat women like trash the same way.
No, because, oh my God, I don't know how this is rocket science. I don't know how women don't see it. This same woman, if you went through her phone, her DMs, you could see the average guy she rejects on a daily basis, right? The only time they want the average guy is when they can't get the rich guy, right? That's number one. Number two, they don't like the kind and nice guys, the guys who bring the flowers, who call them every single day, who text them all the time, checking on them. How you doing, baby? I want to see you. I want to spend time with you, because they're boring to them. Maybe in the beginning, but eventually he's not mysterious enough for them. They want the guys who don't want to give them any time. Any man who has dated knows this. This is not rocket science. It's called patterns. Any man who's dated knows that even the women he has been the nicest to, they ghosted him. And the women he didn't care shit about are the ones who wanted him. Those are patterns.
That's what I keep saying. Like, you guys are conflating the realities, and your chat, you said I should take it as gospel, speaks to exactly what I'm talking about. That's the mindset.
I think that a lot of times people are censoring themselves and their experiences, but they're not really looking at this as a human issue. You know, every men and women have different things that they were given, whether by nature, by God, for our survival. Men have force, the power to enforce things physically. That's our, superpower, so to speak. And women's superpower is manipulation. And I think that a lot of times we don't listen to the other side and understand. We look at when you look at DV rates, right? If men are the problem, right? Because you can make a case for, yes, there's a certain level of abuse or certain things that men are susceptible to doing. But you got to also look at this stat. The stats show that women in relationships with other women have higher domestic violence rates than any other parent. And that's not to say that women are the problem per se, but we have to also look at what we do individually to cause conflict and to cause issues in a situation. Me, I'm married. So speaking as a married man, I can tell you that it takes 2 people understanding each other, working together, and trying to make things work for things to work. But if someone is approaching it as they're the victim in the situation and the other person is the problem, and they're not really looking and taking inventory to themselves of what they're contributing to whatever the problem may be, then all you're going to have is a bunch of, finger pointing and no solutions.
I agree.
So based on what was said, if men are these monsters and this is just, again, what I'm hearing as soon as I came in, then we also have to look at what, marriage has done to men as well.
That's what I
There's
was
men
saying.
who get victimized in marriages. There's men who go through domestic violence
Men
at
who lose
very
their
high
lives.
rates as well in the Black community. One of the things that often gets overlooked is the things that lead to domestic violence. The way things are reported is not also necessarily the case.
Mhm.
So I'm just saying, based on what I'm hearing, you can't really put men out there as these monsters, because it's men that are fighting for women. The rights that women have today, they have those rights because men fought to give them those rights, or men are the ones who voted or put laws in place to protect women. And when I hear about this patriarchy, matriarchy and misandry is a real thing as well.
Yeah.
We can't really look at men and say men are the fault, men are the problem. Women want regular guys. Everybody.
Oh my God, the feminist ran off. Oh my God, come back. He was cooking her. She ran off. Oh my God, no. How are you going to say you hate men? Men are dangerous. Men are evil. Men are monsters. Men are poor and broke and they hurt women and you run off. That's not fair. Oh my God, she ran off. He was cooking. But I definitely agree with everything he was saying, because if men are that, there's so many men who, as soon as the divorce happens, he becomes homeless. You guys know, if a woman and a man live in the same house and the woman divorces the man, right? Usually, and they have kids. Can you guys guess? In fact, even if they don't have kids, usually, can you guys guess who's kicked out of the house? The judge never tells the woman, okay, you're getting custody of the kids, get out of the house. You and the kids go find a different house. Let the man stay. It's usually the man who gets kicked out of the house. That's how some men end up homeless.
Everybody is looking for this someone, right? So a lot of times people are going for their types instead of what's compatible with themselves. So with that, I don't, I know I'm just coming in and other people want to say things, but that's just my opening statement based on what I heard. You can't really try to, demonize men when it is men who've built this society that has allowed women to flourish, that has allowed women to get jobs, that has allowed women to, have some level of safety in the society. So, I say that and I digress.
The whole men built society and men make it safe for women. You can't be the abuser. You can't be the predator and the protector at the same time. Like, that argument doesn't quite work, because men are the ones that men are protecting us from. And so that argument sort of falls apart at that moment. Like, y'all built the society for us. Yeah, but you also would take away rights and give them to us. Like I'm just saying, like, you can't abuse us and be like, but we protecting y'all. So I just don't like that argument to come up, because if in fact we did not need to be protected, y'all wouldn't have to feel the need to protect us. It's men who are doing the things.
Men protect women from other women too. Is she saying women are not out here deleting other women, beating up other women, attacking other women, stealing from other women? They do it too. I don't know why they keep forgetting the fact that whichever number of men they talk about is the minority. The majority of men are not out here doing bad things to women. There's a high chance a random man, a strange man, will protect that woman before he protects me. Isn't that? Do they ever think about that?
So I don't get why.
Can I respond to that?
Sounds like men self-correcting. They see a problem.
No, they're not self-correcting. If they were self-correcting, then we wouldn't have all of these serial rapists out here. Like, I'm just like, no,
What's the
they're not.
percentage, though?
Self-correcting always.
So
I
so
don't know what
basically,
to tell you. Like, am
so
I
basically,
okay? I'm probably not making sense. It's okay.
You're
Don't worry
not.
about it.
You're
You
not.
good. You good.
no, I just want to ask you. So when you look at men, you look at men as one monolith.
That's what she's doing.
Completely. So if a woman has a problem with a man, right, based on your logic, then all men, we should look at all women as just one monolith. That all women are the same, right?
Good
Women,
question.
women are these. What men are saying a lot of times is women are manipulators. They use them for their resources. Women do this, women do that. Now we know some women do certain things and some women don't. So to say that men are the ones violating and abusing and men are the ones that are protecting, yes, men have a, for instance, when men meet each other in the street, there's a certain decorum you got to have when you're dealing with other men, because men have a propensity for violence. I just opened up and said that that's the thing that God has given man, physical strength to enforce things. Women's superpower is manipulation. Women are very manipulative to get the resources that they need to. This is something that's evolutionary. This is something that's just built into the biology. So is it safe to say that all women are manipulative and all women are the same way? Yes, men protect women from other men. And you know what? I grew up in a single mother household, right? And my grandma, I grew up under a matriarchy, and a good one at that. My grandma and my mom always taught me, don't let women use you. I'm going to show you how to cook and clean for yourself so another woman won't be able to manipulate you and control you because she can do these things for you. Now, this is coming from women who taught me this at an early age. So are they wrong for what they're saying about women?
Good question.
This is what I'm saying. When we start to finger point and put all men in a box, all you're essentially doing is saying that we're all the same. And when you do that, you're not really making a logical argument, because clearly, if you get into a conflict with a man, there is a police system that you can call to, enact some type of justice and some type of control system. Because you know what? This has developed over eons and centuries of human civilization. If you remove the civilizational structure that men built, you have roving tribes and gangs that will just run and raid a village. And those very same men who get married understand that I have to put my life on the line to protect my woman, to protect my sisters, to protect my mother, to protect my children. So men are actually putting themselves on the line, their life on the line to protect women. That can't be swept under the rug as if you're the protectors and you're the abusers. No, that doesn't make any logical sense.
I mean, you would think it's logic, like it's common sense that it's only a minority of men who do all these crazy things that women, swear to God that every man does it. Even the women who scream, I choose the bear, I choose the bear. Guess what? They're going to call the man to try to stop the bear. I kid you not. It's not like they're going to call other women to stop the bear. If it attacks them, they're going to be screaming for the men to come and protect them. And if the men don't come, oh, do your job. Where did all the men go? Men are not strong anymore. Men are not masculine. Even the women who scream, they choose the bear of the man over the man. So for this woman to make it seem like as if every man is bad, every man is evil. I mean, I get it. It's the feminist Kool-Aid. It sounds good. It's propaganda. They've been fed this since they were kids, movies, name it, right? Social media has made it even 10 times worse. But I guarantee you, when this woman's car stops working on the highway and she calls AAA and the tire needs to be changed, she's hoping a man shows up. She's not hoping that her homegirl shows up. I'm telling you.
It makes plenty of logical sense. The question is, Bo, do you think that all men are the same? No, I do not. And that is not what I was getting at.
That's what you would
What I'm saying is this is an imperfect society that men have built. I'm saying is that men are always these protectors. Where are those men that are the perpetrators? Because you all tout men to be protectors, but you have to acknowledge the other side of it. I'm saying all men are not the same. That's what I am actually saying, is that you have both of them. So the men that are trying to protect. There are also men on the other side that are trying to harm, that are trying to take our rights away, that are trying to make us property again, that are trying to subjugate us. You have to admit that.
We know, like that's not rocket science. We're humans, we're not perfect. You know what I mean? I ain't perfect. I do some shit, she does some shit, but she's asking for perfection from men. When are you going to ask for perfection from women? When are you going to tell women to stop using men for money? When are you going to start telling women to stop taking kids from men? When are you going to start telling women to stop trying to take half the man's assets after divorce? When are you going to talk about that? I mean, you want perfection. If you're going to ask men to be perfect, you better be perfect also.
Actually saying that all men are not the same. So it's not like I am not a person that looks at a man and is like, he'll probably abuse me. Like that's not my first thought.
I believe that's Bo's first thought when she sees a man. He's probably going to do some shit to me. Like, she's that negative. Like, she gives me that type of energy. She's such a feminist that you can see it in her face.
It is an unconscious thought because that's how women have to move. But I want you to understand that when you all bring that up about men built the society so women can flourish, that is not true. Men built the society so men can flourish, not women. And women fought for rights so that women can flourish. So, women fought to just be equal in our rights, just in our rights in society.
Just right.
Not necessarily because y'all will swear I think that men and women are equal. I'm talking about equal rights. Women fought to have that. Human rights is a human thing. We should have rights because we are human. But men said no. So we had to fight for that. You're not giving us anything just for the sake, because you want us to be these great women. No. And you have to admit that there were laws that kept us from doing so. But
there were laws that kept black people from doing some shit. Like, what's she talking about? Like, at some point, every civilization, every generation, people fight for different things. Why is she acting like as if it's something? Oh my God.
Had to be enacted first. Because if all of us were equal, if all of us had equal rights, those human rights would never have been taken away from women. We would have been able to vote. We would have been able to do all of these things if men did not take it away. They wouldn't have had to give it back to us or to us if they never took it away. So
I mean, you got the rights now, okay? So, I mean, apart from just the hate for men, what else? What else is she going to complain about? That men don't pay 100% of the bills like the men back then? Because guess what used to happen back then when women couldn't vote? Men used to pay 100% of the bills. So you can't pick and choose what parts of the times that you want. You know, like no one is perfect.
Like, I don't understand if you're not understanding.
I'll give you some context, right? So it's all about how much you understand about humans, human civilization and society and how it developed. Mm-hmm. Let's go in the past a little bit, right? There's a tribe called the Kikuyu people. There's a time in history where matriarchy was very prevalent. And you can go to a lot of different ancient cultures, like there's the Kikuyu people from Kenya. You just use them as an analogy. Women ran the society, right? And the men said they rose up and removed the matriarchy because it was so oppressive to them that they removed them from power and vowed never to return to that point, that form of government again. You can find a lot of this throughout history where matriarchy was installed and it was very oppressive. Yep. And the men removed the women from power, right? There are those instances. What do you say about that? Because when you look at what men have designed, when you say men took these rights away and gave it away and women fought for it, let's be clear. What war did women fight in and shed blood to get rights? They didn't. Men decided that, okay, our previous generation, we didn't like what we saw them doing to our mothers and things like that. So we're going to give them the rights that they are asking for. We're going to do that because we don't agree with what may have happened in the past. And then you also got to consider, when you talk about this patriarchy, you got to also consider that the Black woman in America was never under the control of Black men.
Exactly.
She was never in a position where she had to listen to the Black man. The Black woman could always go to the dominant white society to get justice against the Black man for something that she felt he did or did not do.
They still do to this day. Just a simple accusation. You're on the street, you see a woman, she sees you, she screams, "Oh my God, he touched me." You're in jail. Your whole life is gone. She you know what I mean? To this day, plenty of them put Black men in jail. Some of them get them killed. Let's not pretend like it doesn't happen to this day.
The Black man has never had the power to systemically oppress Black women in this country. When you talk about feminism and what the rights women fought for, that was white women fighting for the right to be able to work in the marketplace and earn their own money and different things like that. Black women already had that right. In fact, they passed laws to make it so that Black women couldn't be stay-at-home moms, that they had to get out there and work. My grandmother from the Deep South, from Charleston, South Carolina, she worked for $3 a week working in white people's homes. Okay, she never had the ability to be the stay-at-home mom that had to go and fight for some rights. That was white women who actually had to fight for that. Black women never had the ability, privilege, or capacity to be a stay-at-home mom. And the Black man never had the capacity to systemically oppress her. So again, when you're talking about men as this monolith, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, because the same things you're saying that men didn't do is factually false, because men have fought for and have convinced other men that, no, we're going to give women this right. The right that you have today is a rights that men fought to give you and decided to give you.
I mean, I think the problem is women like her just want to be in power, right? They want the man to lay down the red carpet. Okay, come take power from men. That's all. It's not that she wants equality. She just wants to be on top of men. Like, being equal to men is not enough anymore for them. They want to be on top. So even when they ask, that's why a woman will make $100,000, but still, even if the man makes $100K, it's not good enough. You know what I mean? You would think they want equality. Okay, she makes $100K, I make $100K, we're gonna get together. No, they still want to be on top. Like, they want everything. It's not that they want equality. So women like her, feminists like her, because I mean, Bo is a feminist. I mean, I've seen some feminists on this show, but she's a feminist for real.
That's just the facts, or else you wouldn't have them.
But that's the thing. Like, you don't see anything wrong with what you just said. We decided to give it to you. Why does there have to be a decision to give us something that should already be? But also, I want to bring up, you broke it down to Black men and Black women. If we want to keep it in a community, you're absolutely right. But you said society. You didn't say the Black community. So I had to speak on the general society. That's what I was speaking on. If you want to bring it to the Black community, you're absolutely 100% correct. And I won't fight you on that.
Even
but
if we go,
the point that you brought up, you said men built this society for women to flourish. You did not say anything about Black men.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? When the understanding that men have among each other, generally speaking, is that we're going to work, we're going to develop things so that we can take care of our families. That's the general understanding of most men, that what we do is to provide for the women and the children, and to make sure that our women and children, my wife, my children, my family, that every man, generally speaking, feels a responsibility to protect and provide for his family. What you're speaking about is this large society where there has to be some kind of understanding of cultural familial structure and understanding this. Because for random men to be responsible for protecting random women.
That doesn't make
That's
sense.
just never the case in any society.
Fact.
The fact that men feel the need and have an innate capacity in them to say, I want to provide for my family and my children, including my wife and my mother and my sisters, etc. That means that they're responsible. Women say they want providers, right? Right. So when a man goes to build a society so that he can earn something, so that he can take care of his family, that's what I'm talking about. When men built the society so that women could flourish, because that is the system that a man developed to take care of his family. Now,
And they have an issue with that. Like, even a man providing these days is not enough. Right? A man being a good man is not enough anymore to these women. Also, you guys know that, for example, like what he's just said, as men have that innate, let me make money and let me make bread and share with everybody around me. We have that in ourselves, right? You want to make a good living, at least majority of men, they want to make good money and provide for those around them, your mama, your friends, your sisters, and share with everybody around you. At least majority of men, I believe that, with their family, right? But when a woman makes money, the first thing she says, I'm independent. Independent of who? Men. You know what I mean? That's why if you find a man and woman married, they both make $50,000, they're gonna be okay for as long as she makes $50,000. The moment she makes 60, 70, 80,000 more than the man, guess what? Now she's looking for someone else who's on her level, someone else who's making more money than the husband, because she doesn't respect the husband anymore. So anytime they make any money, they want to move on. But when a man makes money, the first thing he says, I'm ready to provide. I'm ready to be a husband. I'm ready to take care of everybody. The woman is like, I'm independent. I don't need nobody. I don't need no man. But shout out to Lapeef. This was good, man. They cooked both. I mean, the guy, he cooked. All right, shout out to you guys watching. Please like the video. I really appreciate that. Means the world to me. When you like the video, other people will know we're here cooking, and to be cool, they will join us, right? So I have this video from Myron. It's going viral, so I thought maybe I should review it with you guys. But I have to warn you. This was crazy, all right? So I'm just warning you. Just warning you guys. It was bad. Myron went off, okay? Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm just letting you know. Just give me 1 second. Okay, all right, let's go. I just warned you guys. Don't say I didn't warn you, man. You know, you guys, if you guys know Myron, you know he goes off. This was crazy. All right, so you've been warned. All right, let's go.
I'm almost 40 years old. You know what I mean? I'm a high value woman, Byron. But
are you married?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm married. No, because you guys are all. Shut up, dude.
No. A 40-year-old woman that's saying she's high value. That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
Oh, you know what?
40 years old and too
sorry.
holy. The reason why guys have a vested interest in a woman not being a is because if she's not, we know the child's ours.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
girls can
self-defense
say the
mechanism.
same thing in reverse, where they don't want a guy with a lot of sexual partners because that's going to divert his resources away from her. So you can make the Evo Psych argument. Outside this red pill world, most guys find it weird if a girl at my age is a virgin. Like I lost it at 26.
I find it interesting that you mentioned, oh, I was a virgin. Why did you lead with that? Because you understand that your value as a partner is intrinsically tied to your body count.
Yeah.
That's why you mentioned it.
I wanted to rehash back to the dating topic because I thought that's what we're supposed to be talking about
That's
today.
what I thought, dude.
I talk with a lot of young people, and I know one of their biggest concerns while dating somebody is their body count. Can we go down the line and say, how many bodies is 2 bodies for me to want to date the opposite sex? Or
I feel
whoever my
like when
partner
you
would
get
be?
over
Can
a
we
certain
start-
age, it doesn't matter because that's what you think about.
Okay, so no cap.
I'm almost 40 years old. If you're worried about how many people your partner slept with, you're insecure.
No cap.
Yeah,
The production team's gonna have a lot of
I don't
bleeping
really
to do.
care how many people somebody has slept with. What I care about is, what's inside and how they treat me. So I mean,
Realistically, if your partner or somebody who you were interested in slept with, ridiculous.
obviously, if somebody slept with 1,000 guys, I'd have a lot of questions for her.
Okay.
That would be a little.
What is it
But
feel
you'd
like?
still be open
But
to
for the
pursuing.
most part, in a general term, if I met somebody that went through times in her life, like the female version of Wilt Chamberlain, for example,
Oh.
I don't know
then
if that's the exact same thing.
but obviously I would have questions. But what I'm trying to say is, it's not the end all be all for me.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think for me, it's about inconsistency. So, like I said, the guy I'm with right now, he was my first body, but up until then, I'd meet a lot of guys who would fetishize that I'm a virgin. I think
All right.
Okay. And for me, if a guy has a super
doesn't
high
matter.
body count, but they want a girl who's a
Promise it
virgin or has a
doesn't.
low body count, for me, that's a bigger red flag than just a guy who has a high
How is it a red flag when women who are broke every day want rich men? It's just a double standard. It's just a preference. It could be a double standard, but it's still a preference.
body count.
Sure.
Wait, why is that a red flag?
Because I think
That's
if
a
you're,
red flag.
I think if your reason, I think a valid reason for wanting someone with a low body count is pair bonding, and that applies for both sexes. So if both of them have a higher body count or one of them does, that's going to disaffect pair bonding. So I would say that guy doesn't have a valid
Pair
reason.
bonding, that's the dumbest thing. I
Yeah,
ever
that
heard.
is
They don't have to
retarded.
believe in it,
Dumbest.
but I'm just saying if that's his belief, like he's a Christian or he's religious, and so he also keeps a low body count, then for me that's a more valid request or standard.
I
Absolutely, I
am
agree.
so glad I don't live in your guys' universe. My wife and I have known each other for over 20 years,
Yeah.
and
Wait.
this never was a thing.
Tim, you don't watch any porn.
How,
Come
wait,
on.
how long have you been in your wife been
It's a
together
weird
for?
question.
So we've known each other about 20 years. We dated around the time we first met, and then we had kind of like a, I don't know, like a millennial on-off thing for the whole time. And then
So this is a weird. It's even a weird concept, I think, because for me, like, who gives a? I don't even. I'm almost 40 years old. You know what I mean? I'm a high value woman, Byron, but it doesn't.
Are you
it
married?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm married. No,
Yeah.
because you guys are all. Shut up, dude.
No.
You're
No.
therapy. Shut up.
No, you're
No one's. Shut up, dude.
a
Shut-
40-year-old woman
Oh,
saying she's
yeah,
high
yeah.
value.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
Oh, you know what? dude?
40 years old and too
sorry.
holy.
I don't listen.
Yo, Myron. Oh my God. He doesn't give a shit. Like every time I watch Myron, I'm like, I'm such a nice guy. Like, ladies, I'm really, really a nice guy. Like, you know, because women tend to use asshole for every man they don't like or whatever for all men. But if you watch, ladies, if you watch Myron and you watch me, I'm such a nice guy. I'm just saying, like, I don't care what, I would never be that, like, you know what I mean?
The way the Muslims think about anything. So shut up.
You need the guidance.
No, I think you need the guidance.
You need to stop eating pigs.
I'm on her
You eat too
side.
much- You clearly eat too much ham.
Wait. Was there,
You eat
was
way
there-
too
there
much
was a
ham.
question for me or something?
A question? No.
No, you're saying. No, but we were
Stein,
talking
body
about.
Yeah, I would not be with a girl if she's
I'm
banging.
just saying-
If it's more
This-
than two hands.
All right, let me
like
take
more
this.
than
Let me
two
take this. This is
hands.
my. Let me.
Seriously, I mean, yeah.
More than 2 bodies is no good for you?
No, more than 10. Like
More
if
than
it
10,
Yeah. Now,
over
here's
double
the
this,
thing.
no
Like,
way.
this is a personal thing with each guy, right? So they all have their number, and that's fine. But what I will say is that most guys are going to have problems with women that have a very promiscuous past. That's just the reality. It's a biological reality.
No, it's not.
So,
What about men? How about women
No,
that have a
it's
problem with
not.
men? It could go both ways,
You
can't
know it's not. And
Oh, really?
here's
They
the
don't
problem.
because we asked them to, and they
It
said
can't really go both ways because most men would choose a woman who's a virgin. Most women would never choose a man who's a virgin. That's the only reason it can't go both ways. Also, I personally believe most men don't care about the number of bodies. They only care about was she really out there like that? Because as a man, you will never really know the real number. She's gonna lie, she's gonna subtract 10, she's gonna divide by 2, whatever she's gonna do. As a man, you'll never know the exact number. Most guys have an issue knowing that other men know, especially the men he knows, used to be with his girl. For example, if a woman comes from Colorado and she comes to you in Florida and you don't know what she used to do in Colorado, like a man is gonna be like, who cares? Like he doesn't know. He doesn't know what he doesn't know. Now, when he finds out, that's when the issue is.
that it was uncapped, right? So
Some women don't want to be with men that
There
are
is double standard though, where a guy that
Yes.
has a lot of sex is valuable, and a woman
A
that has
man
a lot
that
of
can
sex.
have a lot of
Cool
sex.
analogy,
Here's the
Byron.
thing.
Well, that's called
A man, the analogy is, you know, a key that opens many locks is a master key versus a lock that opens any key is a shitty lock. But the reality is that if a man has a lot of sexual partners, he's doing something right because it's not easy for men to get sexual access. But if a woman has, hold on, let me finish. But if a woman has a lot of sexual partners, she's definitely doing something wrong because the reality is men must create their value to get sexual access versus women need to preserve their value because as soon as they turn 18, they can get any guy that they want. And so if they go ahead and gamble it away and spend their, you know, youth and time being a, it's going to hurt them later on. That's literally the basis as to why we were talking about before her OnlyFans shit is going to. Despite the fact that she's saying I'm a virgin or whatever, the fact that she does sex work in general does inherently lower her value because men look for purity. It's one of the most important things we look for when looking for a mate.
Yeah,
now, if you guys don't want to understand biology, that's the reality.
Yeah.
Yes, it's because
there are rich, ugly guys.
and the reason why you just mentioned a child, that's the primary reason. We must ensure paternity. And
Yeah,
before
right. Yeah.
before the advent of paternity test, we had to kind of take the woman's word. So the reason why guys have a vested interest in a woman not being a is because if she's not, we know the child's ours.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
girls can
self-defense
say the same
mechanism.
thing in reverse, where they don't want a guy with a lot of sexual partners.
No, they can't. It's not the same thing. Do all women want a man who has been with so many women? No, but they would choose that man over a man who's a virgin. That's the, I mean, why does she think it's the same way? No, the same way women don't care about men don't care about women who got money, right? But women care about men whether they have money or not. It's not a 1-to-1.
Because that's going to divert his resources away from her. So you can make the Evo Psych
But do you
argument in
feel that
reverse.
way?
And, yeah.
Oh, because
Was your boyfriend a virgin?
I'm not talking about his sexual history. I'm not going to talk about his sexual history, but I will say prior to
He's
him,
a lot
all
of
my
chicks,
exes,
hasn't he?
all my exes before him were Christian conservatives. They all kept low body counts. A lot of them were also valuing waiting till marriage.
Okay,
whatever.
here's
so I
the
will say that. So I'm
Here's-
just saying
this
it's
is-
fine
this is
to
the
have that
ridiculousness of
standard.
female-
I'm just saying if
It
you're
is a
gonna
double standard. That's the way it should be.
I'm saying
Men
girls
live life
don't
on hard
actually
mode.
want
Women live life
promiscuous
on easy
guys.
mode.
Girls
This
just-
is why.
Okay, can I finish?
Women literally
Girls
live life
don't
on
want
easy
guys.
mode when it comes to sexual access. I find it interesting that you mentioned, "Oh, I was a virgin." Why did you lead with that? Because you understand
men
that your
care about
value
it.
as a partner is intrinsically tied to your body count.
Yeah.
That's why you mentioned it.
No,
Now,
because you brought up
here's
my
the-
boyfriend being
here's
a-
here's
and I'm saying the definition of someone who watches
He is
their
a cuck.
girlfriend get other
But
men.
again,
I'm saying by your
but that's
definition, he's
the
obviously
point.
not a. If
The
he's my
point
V
is-
card, you
the
dumbass. That's
point
not why I
is-
led
hold
with
on,
it.
hold on,
Second
hold
of
on,
all,
hold on, woman, hold
women
on.
do often
See,
care
this
about
is
a guy's
why-
promiscuity.
why is she still
Women
talking?
do care about
Why is
guys'
she still
promiscuity.
talking?
They suck it up most of the time.
Here's
Because
the
like
thing.
the reason I said you can make the Evo Psych
Your
argument
body
in both
count,
ways.
your body count mattered way more to him than his body count matters to you. Because women understand, hey, guys are going to have a body count. It is what it is. If anything, men with higher body counts tend to be attractive because they have social proof, they demonstrate higher value, and they're able to be attractive to other women. Versus on your totem pole, you care more about his status, how he looks, what he does. He's caring about, okay, is this chick a virgin? You literally said, I gave him my virginity. What does that imply?
It's funny because outside this red pill world, most guys find it like they find it weird if a girl at my age is a virgin. Like I lost it at 26.
No.
Outside of
I
the
think
red
there's a difference between
pill,
like virgin and like
No, they don't find it weird. They find it surprising. I think that's the word she was looking for. Like men will find it surprising you're still a virgin at 25, especially knowing that, women are living the whole girl summer, if you know what I mean. They're getting their cheeks clapped. So they find it surprising, not weird.
plus bodies that a lot of like men
I
are
guess my
struggling to
point
find
is like
women who
most
that-
guys I speak to,
They'll find it weird, but they
it's not
won't.
about virginity
they'll
in
find
terms
it
of
weird, but they're
chastity.
not
It's
gonna
about
leave
not
the
wanting
girl
to
for
just
it.
get pressured
First of
into
all-
sexual experiences just because society says you have to, just because they're like, oh well, you're an OnlyFans, so you might as well let it go. I don't subscribe to that. I can
Is
do
there,
it if I want to.
is there an amount of money you could make that would retire you from your sex work?
If so, I've already made it. So no, I'm
Can
going
I
to
ask
keep
you a
going for a
question,
while.
sir? I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Alad.
Would you rather be allowed?
Shout out to the boys.
Did he say Benjamin Netanyahu? I didn't hear what he just said.
Alad Eliyahu.
Would you rather be with a woman who treats you like shit, who doesn't do anything for you, who's terrible in bed, but has only been with 1 or 2 men in her life? Or would you rather be with someone who's been with 1,000
Oh,
men,
no.
but treats you fantastic, respects you, doesn't cheat on you,
I don't care.
and is a loving person? Or what would you rather
Well,
have?
you know,
Answer that question.
a loving
Number
person.
one.
That's not
Frankly,
even a
neither.
good comparison.
Let him answer.
This is
No,
yours.
let me answer.
Let me
I would say neither. I'd say neither.
Okay, so you can't
you say
choose
both?
between the two? You're telling me you'd
answer.
rather have somebody that treats you like shit,
Yeah.
maybe, than someone
All
who
right,
slept
so
with?
let me take this. See, here's the thing. I would take the girl that's 1 or 2 bodies, and I'll tell you why.
That treats you like crap.
Well, here's the thing.
Really?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
As a man, your job. Let me explain. As a man, your job is to turn your woman into basically your follower. She's your assistant. Your job is to make her be useful
That's
to
the way
you.
a misogynist
You're gonna
is.
come in and train her. Okay, so
misogyny.
let me ask. It's misogyny.
Yeah.
Okay, so explain
It
to
is.
me, why do women want a guy that's taller, makes more money?
Not
has
every
more
woman
status,
wants that.
Dominant,
No,
assertive.
and
Most
fact,
women
a
do.
lot of them don't.
The majority
No,
of
they
women
don't.
overwhelmingly
majority do.
look for
They don't.
status.
They want a short,
They
broke
don't.
guy. That's what they look for.
Yeah, majority of women want those things. The only issue is they all can't get it. Why? There's not enough tall men. There's not enough rich men. And also remember, women want these tall, rich men, but those men have to want them back. So even if she meets 10 of those guys have to be willing to approach her. Because remember, most of them don't approach those guys. They still expect Elon Musk to approach them. And then they have to wait for Elon Musk to want them back and also to like their personality. So much goes into it. So yes, most women, if not all women, want the rich, tall guys. But the issue is most of them will never get those type of guys. So they have to settle with me, Boogie. Hey, baby, come on. 5'8", not too short. I mean, baby, we can make it work. I mean,
like the majority of women.
Myron, you're tall, you're
overwhelmingly-
single.
Hold on. The overwhelming majority of women wants a guy that's taller, stronger,
You don't
more
speak for
competent,
women, dude.
and is a leader.
Wait.
How would you know?
That's
biology.
a fact. We're not
That's a fact, yeah.
Fact.
No, it's really
It's a
not.
fact. It's a literal fact.
Every woman has
It's not a
different.
fact for you because you're old now. But the
Yeah.
reality is, you don't have the same ability to command a higher status guy. That's why you gotta
Right.
call yourself
Oh,
a high
yeah,
value
you're
woman.
right.
Well, just
So,
to be fair,
a high value woman is a woman that can get a high
Right.
value guy to lock her in and take his last name.
Right.
So ridiculous.
Women
You
get
guys
their
don't
value
really believe
from the
this
men that
shit,
they're
do you?
with. Men get their value based on what they provide to society. We are not the
We are
same,
not.
okay?
Right.
Men are evaluated completely differently than women are.
Ladies and
Don't let
gentlemen,
these over
Myron is
here
so
try to
popular on
change their
social
mind.
media. He
Yes,
says
because
the
I
most
tell the truth.
ridiculous. No,
This
you
is-
don't. No, you don't.
Elizabeth.
This is-
Elizabeth, where's Elizabeth? Is Elizabeth here?
Misogynist.
We got
Everybody
we
got
That bitch
misogynist
tell you
media.
guys what to be
White House
attracted to.
supporter.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There's a reason. Hold on one second. Hold on.
You stop listening
There's
to Muslim
reason-
ideologies.
Hold
That's
on,
exactly where you're
Yeah.
coming
There's a
from.
That's her argument that he's a Muslim. She can't like try to use a logical argument to argue with him. She's just gonna scream you're a Muslim and that's it. That's how she's gonna win a debate. That's
Is
crazy.
this-
Sharia law.
reason.
Yeah, Sharia law is
There-
exactly what it
there-
is, dude.
you-
Women only
you-
want
you
tall
need a
guys
diet
with
law.
money.
Anyway,
Oh, shut up,
there's
dude.
It's true.
reason.
Fucking hairpiece.
There's a reason guys like me and
Oh,
Andrew Tate,
right.
et cetera,
Yeah,
grew up,
right.
because we're saying what all men are thinking.
Oh,
We
right.
don't want annoying,
Yeah.
crass women
Right.
like
From the
this
single guy.
trying to tell us what it is.
Right.
We know what we're attracted to, and these on the left try to tell you guys,
Right.
no, you should want a woman that's
Hey,
you
listen
should
to
want a
him.
girl.
Never
He's
said
doing
that.
well, dude.
Never said that.
Like,
Never
no,
said
thank
that.
you. We don't
Never
want
said
that.
that.
All right, we got
Apparently,
someone-
women don't
we don't
want
want
you.
that.
You're
We got-
single.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, we got someone up here. Who
All
it
right,
is?
Elizabeth, you
Yeah.
asked a question, but give us your opinion on the question.
So I will say this, one of the biggest problems we have in our society right now is testosterone.
Right.
Yes.
That
Encourage
that-
the men in here, if you
It
have
is,
not
yeah.
had your testosterone levels checked, you should.
Yeah, Myra.
And the problem is that as women, as men are
You're a
losing
circle.
testosterone.
You're literally a circle.
Come on. Hold on.
Oh, so Myron,
What?
you know
Afterwards,
I
Myra,
love
we
you,
can, dude.
and I support everything you say and do. I'm
So you believe women are second-class citizens?
Let her finish.
yeah. My problem
Okay, well,
is
that's
that
absurd.
men are not stepping up. Their testosterone levels are low, like Brian.
All right, come on down.
right?
Come on down here real quick.
I have
Come up. Come
He's
up.
gonna get good.
Yeah.
Come on. No, walk up here. You come on.
No,
You're like,
this way.
listen to the words I'm saying. Walk up here. God. It's like
She
you
said,
guys
did
can't
she say
hear
my
me or
testosterone
something.
levels were low? Is that what
Yeah,
you
she
said?
did.
Okay. Sure. Well, I'll be happy to
Sorry
tell
to
you that
say,
I
man.
actually saw a doctor 6 months ago, and I had some blood work done, and they were actually too high.
And
Did you
you
know
found out
that
you're
bald
gay.
men have an
The
average?
fact that you feel
Tim
like
knows a
you
little bit
have
about
to
that.
justify yourself
Tim
tells
knows a
me
little
you
bit
have a
about that.
testosterone problem.
More testosterone, yeah.
Okay.
Do I have low testosterone because I don't think people like you are
No,
second-class
because
citizens?
all of us
like this
had to
bigot
be
fool over here.
subject to you hitting on Myron this whole
That's
time.
what it
It's
is, I'm
really
hitting on him,
uncomfortable.
This is rare. That's a W for Myron, man. It's very rare to see women. Look at him. He's happy too. It's very rare to see women saying something positive about Myron. That's why he's looking. I've never. Every time Myron talks to women, he never has this face. This is the first time he's blushing right now. This is rare. This is fucking rare.
That's what it is.
Look at him. He's smiling. That's it.
Boom
Really
roast.
That's
odd.
what it is.
We're
You're right.
sexually harassed by this leprechaun.
Yeah. That's what it is. I'm hitting a bigoted fool.
But Brian, does
Great
that make
point.
your
That's
brain-
why I have low testosterone.
Bro, it's
Great
literally the
point.
Lucky Charms for
Great
real.
point.
But Brian,
I
can
I
you
have more luck with
comprehend
women
that-
than you do, apparently.
But real quick, Brian, is it really that hard for you to comprehend that she has this opinion as a woman? I mean,
As a woman, to make an assumption about somebody because
It's not an
hold on, let me
assumption.
finish. Let me finish.
Let her answer. Let her answer.
It's not
As
an
a
assumption.
woman, excuse me, you're not a doctor. You have no medical degrees, so be quiet and let me finish.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Now he sounds like Myron.
Maybe this is making you
Myron,
feel like a
Myron,
man.
finish.
That's okay.
For you to
Anything
hold
you
on,
need
stop.
to feel like a
Be quiet
man.
and let me finish.
You got to say
Okay?
men are speaking
Please.
now.
For you to make an assumption about somebody, whether it be anything.
I was talking
can
in
I just
general. You
talk
took
for
it
5
personally.
seconds without
I just said you were being.
I'll be honest, you might have a lot more
That's
testosterone.
no
Myron's like a total
assumption. You
idiot.
were being.
I agree, you have a lot of
I'm gonna
testosterone.
shoot
But
right
hey,
now.
let me just
Let him
make,
finish,
can I
let him
talk for
finish.
5 seconds without being interrupted
Yes.
by you?
Go
Look like
right ahead.
By the
sir.
way, what is up with that hair? Forget it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go there. Anyway, listen.
Oh, here we go.
For you to make an assumption about somebody and their testosterone because you might not like a
Did I say,
political
Brian,
opinion.
you have a testosterone
Yes,
problem?
you said it right over there.
I said
You said I have low
I said
testosterone.
we
Now,
have a
that's fine. You can
testosterone
think that if you
problem
like.
in this country.
Oh, you also mentioned my name and you
No,
said
I
love
said you were being.
Okay. You said I love. So what is your definition of being?
You were hitting on Myron nonstop.
Okay,
I
so
feel very uncomfortable. Thank you.
let me be
Thank you.
so let me be very clear on that.
Can you blame him?
I don't have a fetish for bigots or grifters. Okay,
That's why you dated MAGA. That's why you dated MAGA girl.
Number two, for you to assert that I am actually defending women and that I think they should be equal to men and they have the intellect to not.
You're
Excuse
doing
me,
it
I'm
out
not
of
done yet.
emotion.
To be in the kitchen like Myron thinks, instead of having a job and having a career and being able to live their life they lives, if you think that women are a second-class citizen, then you're a and I want you to deport it to Gaza.
Why
That's a better
Gaza?
opinion.
Wait, why
That's a better
Gaza? 'Cause she's
opinion.
getting
I'm
blown
supposed
up
to
by
feel
Israel?
That's a better opinion.
It's a very thing to say.
I may not agree, but I respect.
Clearly, I hit a nerve.
Here's the thing. Here's the
Little
thing.
emotion.
Let me be clear here. When we're talking
Here
about
comes the
women,
misogynist.
when
Here we
we're
go.
talking about women as human beings, we're not saying that they're lower from a human being.
You said
standpoint. If
second-class
anything,
citizen.
As a matter of fact, I would say women are very important because they carry on the next lineage of children. So we must protect them. However, when it comes to the confinements of a relationship, men and women are absolutely not equal. And she understands this because she has a long-term relationship and it's
Equal as
successful.
how?
Because she understands
Mentally or
that her
physically?
man is a leader.
How are they
and
not
she
equal?
follows-
Physically, mentally? What?
Let me explain.
Be specific.
All the parameters that women look for in a man, typically based off the guy having higher status and higher strength, income, capacity, everything than her. Women don't seek their equals when it comes to a relationship.
You
make egalitarianism that you're talking about.
You make
It's
assumptions
false.
of how every woman in society thinks.
Like I said, every woman wants that. Doesn't mean she's gonna get it. Like if you line up 10 men who have the same exact things, same exact height, same exact personality, but different income, more than likely, we all women are gonna choose the guy who has the most money. They have the same exact thing, height, personality, everything, same name, same prototype. They will choose the guy who has more money if money is the difference. I don't know why he's arguing. I mean, that's logic.
Women, overwhelming majority of women want a guy that's 6 foot plus, 100,000 plus per year. Strong,
Okay, wait.
smart,
Not every woman is
guys,
materialistic. I got a question for Myron and for Brian. Why do you think it is that there has never been a female chess world champion?
Well, I mean, there's also never been a female president. There's a lot of things.
Thank God.
Hold on there, gosh darn minute.
The president of Mexico is a woman, right? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, shout out to Myron. This was crazy. I warned you guys, so hope you enjoyed that. But let's go to the next video real quick. We're gonna go. Wait, give me a second. Give me 1 second. I know where we're gonna go. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. Guys, like the video, support your boy, like the video, so other people can come in here and we cook together. All right, let's go to you guys like when I react to Anton Daniels, so I'm gonna do that for you guys. You guys like it? So hey, listen. I'm gonna listen to my subscribers, okay? So give me 1 second. Let me get that up for you guys real quick, okay? Give me 1 second. Should be right here. All right. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay. All right, guys, like the video. We're going to Anton Daniels. Women out here begging, so I'm going to show you women out here begging. All right, ready?
Men should be paying for everything, and I will stand on this hill for the rest of my life. A high caliber woman literally raises a man's social currency. I cannot tell you how many times I have been out with a man and he will get compliments from other men just because I'm with him. I'm the bad bitch. Why is he getting compliments? But if you think, especially if you're with a man like that's in business or something like that, if you think that you being by his side doesn't get him an extra zero at the end of the day on that dotted line, it does. And something that like really irritates me, I hate when I'm with a man and he'll like open the car door for me and other women will compliment him like, oh my gosh, Chivalry is not dead. Like, yes, you better open the door for her. Please, let's stop complimenting men for doing the bare minimum. Opening the car door, like that is literally so bare minimum. But you clearly it's not, because the amount of times I'm with someone and they've gotten a compliment because of that.
Shorty hate.
What?
Yes.
Hey, she went from one left to right.
Yeah.
I'm
confused.
Why
Why
you
you
moving
your
forehead like that?
I feel like I need to listen to that again because she did go from one side.
Yeah, that was all over the place. Like, what was up
Damn.
right there?
My
brain
shifted a few notches. It
She went
just
from men should pay for everything to talking about chivalry. I don't know. It was weird.
You're right, Josh. She did go through like 3 different topics.
Hold
on,
One mic, Sean, one mic.
So Q, you may have to play it again.
Yeah,
Add-
play it again. One more time.
She was
One more
adding context as to why she believes that men should have to pay for everything because of the value, the perceived value that she believes that women bring into a man's life.
What value is that?
So go ahead and play it again.
Play it again one more time.
Men should be paying for everything, and I will stand on this hill for the rest of my life. A high caliber woman literally raises a man's social currency. I cannot tell you how many times I have been out with a man and he will get compliments from other men just because I'm with him. I'm the bad bitch. Why is he getting compliments? But if you think, especially if you're with a man like that's in business or something like that, if you think that you being by his side doesn't get him an extra zero at the end of the day on that dotted line, it does. And something that like really irritates me, I hate when I'm with a man and he'll like open the car door for me and other women will compliment him like, oh my gosh, Chivalry is not dead. Like, yes, you better open the door for her. Please, let's stop complimenting men for doing the bare minimum. Opening the car door, like that is literally so bare minimum. But you clearly it's not, because the amount of times I'm with someone and they've gotten a compliment because of that.
Okay.
So if opening the car door is such bare minimum for men to do, what is the bare minimum women do for men? Can somebody please tell me? So, okay, we agree. Men do the bare minimum. They open car doors. You know, that's all they do. They take you out on dinner dates. That's all they do. It's the bare minimum. They pay for this. It's the bare minimum. What's the bare minimum equivalent women do for men? Can somebody please tell me? Like, seriously, it's a genuine question. Somebody in the chat. What's the bare minimum women do for men?
Okay.
Yeah, I understand what she's saying.
Yeah, I get it. She feels like she's a high value woman. She shouldn't, like the guy doing the bare minimum should be standard because she's a high value woman. That's what I get from it. That she's a high value woman. He should already be doing that.
But I don't know. I didn't understand the part when she said she was kind of right in her ego. Like, but when she said that he gets an extra zero because I'm there, that doesn't.
Yeah, he gets in.
Why would that have anything to do with why he's getting more money? Because she's by, but she is right in the sense in her mind that I'm worth more than opening car doors. Like I'm that bitch. Y'all should. But
well, she feels like he should be doing that anyway, right?
Yeah. Okay, he should be doing that anyway. So we know things men should do. What are women supposed to be doing? That's the question. Because for some reason, women have all these things. Men should pay for this, should open the car door, should do A, B, C, D. They know them. You know, they've been studying these things. They've been told what to expect from men. What should men expect from women? That's all men are saying. Men are saying, okay, I'll open the car door, I'll take you and pay for all the dinner dates. What should men expect from women? Let me guess, nothing, because she's doing me a favor by going out with me.
But they're complimenting
her and complimenting him for getting her because she's the bad bitch. So she is getting complimented. It's just he caught her. So they're saying, "Man, you caught a good one there." Like, you know what I'm saying? She's not thinking of it like that. She got a big ego.
Yeah, because men ain't opening doors no more like that.
Why should
No, people do that. I do that. I do that.
Some do. Some do,
but not like they used to.
That's
why
why
I live in the South. I live in the South. Men open doors. If they don't, you look at them like they're crazy.
Well, where I'm from, the women, you can open the door going into the store. They don't even say thank you. They just walk.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why men just like, why should I even open the door for? They don't even say thank you. They all rude. They roll their eyes.
You're just supposed to do it.
I mean, I still do it anyway, but I'm just saying, even when you do it, it's still a roll of the eyes. It's not.
Hear what this woman say? Men are supposed to. So they know things men are supposed to do. Can she tell me 2 things women are supposed to do for men? That's the only issue men have with opening doors and being gentlemen and being kind and treating women like queens. Because men are like, okay, when do I get to be treated like a king? When?
Thank you. It's not none of that.
You know why to be now? No disrespect. If you were an attractive dude,
oh my God,
they would be smiling when you open the door.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Don't allow that.
Shampoo, I don't have no problem with the ladies, bro.
No, but I'm saying, but you
don't have no problem with the ladies.
I said no disrespect. I'm saying.
I know, but I'm just saying I don't have no problem with women, bro.
No,
I'm not saying you
disrespect
do.
literally mean that's y'all New Yorker way of saying disrespectfully respect you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Respectfully, I'm gonna disrespect you, but not disrespect.
Exactly. We don't say shit like that in the South. We don't do that. We say bless your heart.
Man, you're trying to say something. I'm not.
Yeah, you're trying
I'm
to
not
be
saying against him. I'm just saying.
You cool. You're cool, Shampoo. I'm just saying. I've seen guys that are muscle bound and they open the doors and they roll their eyes at them. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They where I'm from, there's a lot of angry women that just don't like men like that.
No, I do all of that corny stuff. I open the doors, I smile, and they smile. But I don't get that rolling eyes stuff.
Why is it corny though?
No, I'm saying to other people, not to me.
Oh, okay. Well, not to you.
Damn, man.
It's funny though.
Next might want to choke you.
I'm just saying it's like that in some places, Shampoo.
Shit.
It's like that.
Around with handprints on your neck. Is that a necklace? A handprint necklace.
This man is wild.
I'll let you have that because I know you love me, and I'm just gonna leave it at
Yeah,
that.
I love you. I love you.
I know.
You got a backbone. But I'm just saying, when you open the door for women, I don't know where you live or nothing like that because I do that. So I'm speaking from experience. I like to be a gentleman like that. And they go, oh, thank you. I don't never get the rolled eyes and stuff.
I mean, but how old are those women that you open doors for, Shampoo? Because Shampoo is clearly above 40, maybe 50. How old are those women that you're opening? Now, if you're opening a door for a 50-year-old woman, yeah, she may say thank you. Now, try opening a door for a 22-year-old woman. Let's see how many thank yous you get. So Shampoo needs to put context when he's talking about his experiences, right? He's trying to tell men to be gentlemen, and men are saying this is the experience, and it's like, no, women are like it. Okay, but for what? What do men get out from just being a gentleman to every woman?
To be honest, Shampoo, the reason why you get that is because you old.
Exactly.
So like people looking at you like, you know, like you my elder type thing. So it's like, oh, look, my elder holding the door. Thank you, elder. Like they're not thinking that you like looking at their ass or nothing. So it's not like really a creepy thing. I'm just saying.
That's what it is. He's holding the door so he can look at your bum. That's what it is.
Yeah, but it's not. but you see, you got all that head rag and incense stuff, and you saying something disparaging to me about my age. Your look don't fit.
That's not disparaging. That's the truth.
I'm just 32 years. You like women in their 20s, okay? We've already discussed this. You're not a young man, and we already can look at you and tell we got eyes. Like you told me last week, I can see. We can see you're not young, bro. You got white hair coming out.
No,
your
let me be clear. Let me be clear. You when I see you, you look like my dad. I'm gonna be so honest. You look like a spitting image of my dad. So I would imagine you opening the door for me would be like, oh, this is my dad opening the door for me. He's being nice. Thank you. Let me walk in and go about my business.
Okay, I got
I'm
you.
not thinking that you a man that's trying to hit on me or trying to get at me or doing it for like some cookie points, some brownie points. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
what when I open the door for old women like 35, 40 years old, why do they smile?
I mean, I'm 35. I'm just saying, you look like.
Or you're over the limit.
Are you out of your mind?
Most definitely be a model.
This nigga is always throwing shots at people. I don't get it, man. He always derails from the conversation because now it's gone from what the topic is to personal, and he always does this. Now, obviously, for giggles and entertainment, it's fun, but I'm just saying that's something I've noticed about him.
My age, unless I actually told y'all.
35.
There are women in their 60s that are models. Are you crazy?
But they modeling for old magazines.
It doesn't matter. They still modeling. They still do.
They modeling for old.
I would be a Naomi Campbell, okay?
They're modeling
She's
for,
still alive and kicking. You hear me?
They're modeling for No Period magazine. What are you talking about? I'm trying to tell you, you got a false image of life. Life
on the
is.
East Coast. It's past your bedtime. You need to go to bed.
It was past my bedtime at 8 o'clock.
Well,
That's crazy.
You wilding out right now. You
I
wilding
walk
out.
5 miles a day. Do you?
Don't worry about where I'm walking on your ass right now. Don't you worry about where I'm walking. How much I walk.
For me, it's the entitlement of it in the video. To get back to the question, should men pay for everything? Because she expected it. I don't think you should expect anyone to pay your way for anything. That's the entitlement. Now,
Were they on a date?
Even if you are on a date, even on your first date, you should not expect and then be entitled to the man paying for your dinner. No, I don't. And that's even true even in my single days before. I didn't expect. I'm like, okay, I came prepared.
Yeah.
You don't
should.
know me.
You
don't
always
know
come
me.
prepared.
You don't know me. Why should I expect you to just simply pay the way? Because why? I'm in your presence. I mean, you're getting something.
Because you
too,
asked
right?
me out on a date.
But if the only expectation you have of me is paying for the date because I asked you out and you don't have any expectation and you don't. Okay, if you expect me to pay for the date, then that means I have an expectation of you. Are you gonna let me clap them cheeks? She's probably gonna say no. Exactly. So you should come to the date, not because you expect me to pay for it, but because you want to get to know me.
But you're getting something else too. You're eating too.
Exactly.
You're in my presence too.
Exactly.
You're getting sex too.
Exactly.
So why should it be all on the men? I mean, that's what I'm saying.
We giving up box on the first date. I'm just
Not
saying.
First date, but that's
okay.
But I'm just saying, and overall, I think it's the entitlement that I have a problem with. No man should not be expected to pay their way.
She gets it.
I disagree.
That's why she's entitlement. She gets it.
You're enjoying my company too, just like I'm enjoying your company.
I think that maybe is something that you need to establish before you go on the date. But I think in her case, if you listen to the video, she made it sound like she was a big
Top
deal.
notch.
You know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't no slouch. You know what I mean? So, and then what she said was he got an extra 0 for just opening the door. So it made it seem like he was a better catch or better.
No, she said that her job was. No, he got
did what a man was supposed
One
to
mic,
do.
y'all. One mic.
She didn't say that.
Because he did what a man was supposed to do in my eyes, because I feel like a man is supposed to. The least you can do is open my damn door.
And what's the least you're going to do for a man? This is the only problem I have with these women. They can say all the things the least things the man should do for them, but they can never say anything they're going to do for a man. Like, this shit is crazy.
You can do. So he got an extra. Well, I mean, I'm from the South, so you
It
know,
doesn't
I
matter.
open doors for women. You know what I'm saying? Me, at the end of the day, if you taking me out on a date, the least you can do is open my door.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
agree with
so-
you.
So with that being said, what she said was he got extra points for doing something. It's like, oh, you get a cookie for doing something that you should have did anyway.
What does she get to
Like,
do?
I don't, and so that's where her complaint was,
No,
is that he was getting cool points for doing something that men should do anyway.
What do women
Oh,
do?
I see what you're
Said he
saying.
got an extra zero from his job for money. She said he got an extra zero for his money.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I don't think. See, I
she's
think.
saying
I
it
think-
because of her though. It's because of her and how she looks. Like when a woman looks just that good to people, they're like, you know, like, look, let me throw you an extra bag or something. That's pretty much what she was trying to say. But I like how
I think
Mimi
y'all
put it,
taking
like,
it out of context.
Yeah, y'all bugging.
I think what she basically is saying is that men should, in general, pay for everything because women are the value add by just being a woman,
prize.
by just being a bad chick and with a man.
By existing.
I mean, did
That's
you
what I'm
see her
saying.
in the video? She wasn't. It wasn't
Yes,
like she was making. She
But
didn't. she wasn't
don't be
dressed
so
up or nothing like
specific
that.
on her. Like, let's focus on the message
Yeah.
that she's trying to convey.
Okay.
Don't
Message is
focus on
bullshit.
the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Is she right?
yeah, because she wasn't.
Is
right in
the
a way.
general
She
sentiment?
was looking like
It's the
she just got her
general
hair blowed
sentiment to
out,
y'all.
washed, set, nothing.
Yeah, I don't want y'all to get caught up on the actual person that said it. It's really the question:
Mhm.
should men pay for everything?
No.
And that's what I'm saying. No, because
No.
there's two parties. She's saying the message, the overall message is she should just get all of this, and the men should pay for everything just by simply existing. What would
That's
be
bullshit.
the opposite?
Exactly.
What's the opposite?
What do
You're
men get?
getting value too. I think both parties should get value. You should not. Neither party should be entitled to anything else. What's the
Yeah, that's a good question. That's why I like Carmen. That's why she's married. Like, okay, you want men to pay all the bills. You want men to open the doors. You want men to take you out. You want men to pay for the dates. You want men to do A, B, C, D, Z. What do men get? And that is the only question most men ask. Because I can guarantee you, in my heart of hearts, I believe most men want to provide. Even a man who has $1,000 would be willing to spend it all on a woman. The only question is, what does he get in return? Because we're human beings. It's a relationship, right? Relationship means you give some, you take some. So what do men get in return? She can't say sex because she's going to get sex too. So what is something specific that you're going to do for a man that he can't do for himself? Because clearly you want him to pay your bills because you're struggling.
That's how my wife felt when we first
You
started.
opened the car door for me. Okay, what's the equivalent of that from
Good
a
question.
man perspective? What can I do? So you open the car door for me. You're entitled because that's what gentlemen do. What can I do to be able?
Give me a hand job.
What is it?
Oh my God, this sounds really counteracting.
I'm not even asking you about what's the equivalent.
Good
Wait,
question.
I don't understand because we say, you know, and this is just something that we've talked about in the past. Like, men are supposed to be the providers. Men are supposed to be the ones who, like, a woman is supposed to support him and do all.
How?
We talked about this last week, I believe. Women are supposed to support the man.
How?
Let the man be, you know, they're shining, and we're supposed to support him. But you mean to tell me on the first date I'm supposed to open your damn door for you? You must be out of your mind. Come on now, like, look.
No. No man said open his door on the first date. You are saying men should open your door. That's the expectation you have for this strange man that you've never met before. By the time you go to meet this man, in your mind, you have a duty for him, a responsibility. So men are asking, which Carmen is asking, what's your duty and your responsibility towards the man? No man is saying open their door. They're saying they'll open the door since that's the duty and responsibility you have for them. That's expectation. The question is, what's the expectation and your duty towards the man on the first date? Let me guess, nothing? You're just coming to eat the food and you leave? That's it?
Or I'm supposed to pay the bill? Like, I think that's wild.
They need
to pay it because
Mimi, what would be the equivalent? What would you are expecting a man to open your door? You're expecting a man to pay the bill on a first date. What is the equivalent to that from the woman?
The equivalent
on a first
is
date?
like we talked about last We talked about last week how a woman should let their man shine. A woman
How?
should be supporting the man.
But you're saying that on the first date. On the first date.
Your first date is my first impression of you. I need to know what you got
you
going
just
on.
exist. So you showed up.
That's
So
it?
you just showed up and he's
promise you, I'm gonna
entitled
do
to
more than exist.
That's cool.
Well, what is that? What is more? What is
Well,
more?
I mean,
He showed up to the date just
Uh-huh.
like you did. You expect him to open your car door, to pay for the first date, right? To be there. What are you doing?
Good fucking
Well,
question.
I came
Are
because
you
I
not
gave
eating?
You were looking for me to come. You asked me to come.
So you don't wanna
asked
be
me
here.
to-
Just showed up. So your
I
presence
promise
is
you,
the equivalent.
I didn't ask you to go on a date. I promise you that. It's gonna be the other way around.
Okay,
No,
so
go ahead,
you're just
Dad.
showing up because I did ask you, not because you want to actually see me, talk to me, get to know me. You're showing up because I asked you. That's it. Okay, then don't show up. And this is what happens so many times. So many guys go out with women who just want to show up because they had nothing to do on that Saturday night because their girlfriends were not going out. You know what I mean? So some of you guys are going out with women who just want to come get a free meal and leave, just like her. Because this woman is simply asking, if you expect a man to pay for the date, to open your car door, those are expectations you have for a man you've never met before. What's the expectation for you? What do you get to do? Just show up? And she's saying, yeah, I just got to show up. Guys, you got to watch out. Most of the women you're going out with don't like you. They just want to eat your food and leave.
I'm gonna let you talk because I feel like your voice is needed. Go ahead.
No, no. Well, I just think you got to consider like what she's saying. Like I hear what you're saying, Carmen, but usually when you go on a date, that man pursued that woman. That man asked that woman for her time.
So
he set up the date, right? So what do I do in return? I show up. I
He's
show up
showing
and
up
I'm
too.
attentive. I'm pleasant. I'm kind. I'm complimentary to him.
He's doing those
I'm
things.
having a good time with him. I'm being attentive. That's what you get. And you get my time.
He's giving
right?
you time. His time.
My time is just as valuable as
Exactly.
his. So if he's pursuing me, I'm going to respect him and be reciprocal and show up and respect this man on this date. Now,
What if you don't?
What if we at the club? What if we at the club? We dance and we have a good time, and after the club, we say we like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know you. I met you in that club and we was dancing. Yo, you want to get a bite to eat? And you
That's
go,
a
yeah.
whole different
So you
scenario,
respect
Shampoo.
me. I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking
That's
a
not
question.
a date. That's we going out to eat.
So who pays for it? I'm
club.
just asking.
You, because you asked me to go to the club. Otherwise, I'm going home.
See?
If the
No,
man
I
asks,
was
it's
gonna
okay,
ask
right?
Jazz. I was gonna ask y'all. Well, not just Jazz, but all of y'all. Like, what if you don't vibe with that person? What if you don't like? You end up like seeing like, I'm not really feeling this person, and he's paying for everything. Are you still gonna have that same type of attitude where you're gonna
I'm not
be
going with him.
attentive and you're gonna be, pleasant
Hold
and
on.
all that stuff?
Let me ask another question to the guys. So to the two guys, Chris and Rodney, do y'all feel as though the guy, when y'all go out with a chick, or if you was to go out with a chick, do you feel as though you should pay for everything or no?
I
depends.
pay for everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
If I'm asking her out, I'm asking her because I want to get to know her and I'm vetting her. So I think if a man pay.
Nah, it depends for me. Because if we go out and she orders 500 things worth $500, are you still going to pay? Because a man should pay for everything, should pay for a date. You ask her, let's go get a drink and talk and get to know each other. Because these days, women only care about the dinner date. They only care about the food, right? If you take them on a coffee, they don't want to go for coffees. They don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory. They don't want to go to get just the ice cream. They want the 5-course meal. So are you saying because a man should pay for the first date, that if she orders things worth $200, $300, I should just pay it? This is a woman who we know 9 out of 10 chances she will go home and say, oh my God, it's not you, it's just me, but I don't think this can work after I just spent $300. How many times should a man do that before realizing you actually don't have to pay for everything on the first date? You know what I mean?
But also, I've had it in situations to where they just look at you as, like you say, Anton, you food. You're just a food date. That's it. You just a food date. Had it happen.
That's what I
just like it's going around on the internet. It's going around on the internet about the guy that with the girl. He's like food number 3.
Yep.
And stuff like that. So I mean, chicks do that stuff. So
they do.
But if I'm asking you out, I'm gonna pay. Now, some guys now, I mean, you've seen it to where they asking women out, but they like, you want to go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, or maybe go to Cold Stone or something like that on the first date, and chicks is losing their mind over it. Oh, that's not a date. I'm worth more than some coffee, and stuff like that. So that automatically is a red flag if she ain't really to sit down and have a coffee or a mocha or whatever, and just get to know you and vibe with you to get to the steak date. You know what I mean?
I feel you, Rodney. That's the last couple of dates I went on. I literally, it was, let's go to Starbucks, let's go have coffee, because I feel like that's where you're gonna, on your first date is when you're going to decide whether women know within the first 10 minutes if they like a guy or not.
10 minutes, 10 seconds, maybe a minute at most. The moment you open in fact, the moment they see you, in the mind, they've made up their decision that this is the guy I see myself fucking. And then the moment you open your mouth, this is the guy I see myself with long term. And the moment you say the type of job you do, they're like, oh yeah, this is my future husband. So it's in stages. But the first thing the woman sees is like, okay, he's attractive, I can fuck him. You open your mouth, you start talking. Okay, I can see him long term. He's funny. He talks nice voice, everything. And then the moment you tell her what you do for work, then she can determine whether you're long term, sugar daddy, future husband, everything. Like within a minute or two.
And
Exactly.
coffee is plenty enough for me to figure that out. I don't need you to go and spend me. I actually don't want, at this stage in my life, I don't want you to spend $50 on me and then I find out you're dusty. And
because you spend $50. Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I
dusty.
mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Hold on, let me get Chris's perspective. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with my man that if I initiate the date, so if I come to you and say let's do this or let's do that, I definitely will be the one paying for it. I feel like if it's a situation where I get your information and I feel like we might be texting or doing whatever, trying to get to know each other, and you kind of like just make it be known that, oh, I need to, where you taking me out, or doing all that, kind of being more aggressive with it. That, to be honest, that'll kind of throw me the wrong way, just to know where your head's at. So yeah, if it's me initiating it, I definitely have no problem putting the money down, because I know it's me initiating it, and you probably have given me some type of energy or something, kind of letting me know that you on the same page that I'm on, for me to even do that. So yeah.
So the guys are saying that they all believe in paying.
Everybody pays. Shout out to CGA.
Good for you.
I mean, have you ever had be talking to somebody, like a girl you texted, like you said, and you don't even get an opportunity to ask them out? They hit you up like, or when are you taking me out?
Yeah, that's the standard.
Yeah, ain't that crazy? When a chick does that to me, that's a red flag. I'm cool. You didn't even give me an opportunity.
They entitled. They're entitled as a motherfucker. Anyway, man, shout out to Anton Daniels. This is crazy. So, guys, just watch out, man. As you're going out on these dates, some of these women, they like free food, and they're going to use you on a Saturday evening, Friday evening. They don't have their home girls to go out with. They're going to go out with you, and they're going to eat the food, and then they're going to ghost you. And they're going to do that 10, 20, 30 times. Because just because you know not to be used by a woman for free food doesn't mean that your friends and other men know, right? So the moment also, if you offer a coffee date and the woman cancels on you, chances are Boogie offered dinner, because most of these women have like 3 guys who have offered them dates, and then they get to pick and choose where they want to go. That's why if a woman asks you, where are we going, just know it's a telltale sign. She probably has somebody else and she wants to compare. Okay, Boogie is taking me on a coffee date, but Mr. is taking me to Ruth Chris. She's gonna cancel on Boogie because she's gonna be like, "Well, fuck, would I go with Boogie to a coffee date when Mr. is gonna spend $300, $500 on me on a dinner date, even if she's gonna ghost Mr. after he pays for the dinner date." You know. So guys, you just gotta watch out, man. Dating is crazy. Anyway, man, that's it for me for today. Let me just shout out Mr. He's in the chat. Shout out to you, bro, for supporting your boy, for showing up for today's live stream. I'll be back tomorrow, but I gotta head out now. So guys, like the video. I'll be back tomorrow. So because I had some more videos to do for you guys, but I didn't get to them. But I'll be back tomorrow. So shout out to you guys. All right. Like the video as you head out, support your boy. Till then, peace.